Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
We are continuing the reading from Sri Caitanya Caritamrita, Antya. This is the Lord's feeling of separation, is the name of chapter 14. Verse number 52.
One thing comes to me. Feeling of separation. Because we have not very close relation of attachment. So how I am going to feel separation? It's not possible. But if you have a desire for this, I can feel their separation. Like if you have a desire to feel you are close to someone, then you can feel how they are feeling. If you are close to Radhika, not relation, but only the closeness of her will give you to feel feeling of separation. Yes. That will give you that you can understand about the meaning of separation and what happened in the feeling of separation. I cannot feel. If somebody pressed me to feel, I cannot feel. I will say to feel this, how you will feel. But you can feel others' feelings. This is the Manjari Bhav. The Manjari is feeling the separation of Radhika. She has no any feeling for separation with Krishna. So our nature is like a Manjari nature. We not have a separation, why I will feel? I feel separation with her. If I am missing loving exchange, then I feel separation. But I can feel my friend's separation. That he is in separation with his lover. That is Manjari Bhav. Because I cannot feel, but I can relish others' separation. Right? This is Manjari Bhav. Feeling of separation is also Manjari Bhav. And why we are chanting that I want to give relaxation to them in the feeling of separation. They relax. Why you chant? Pray for the happening things, you relax. Somebody is sick, why you chant? Because to make happy and come out from the pain. So the pain of my Swami, I want to chant, seek and relax. This is Manjari Bhav. This is the nature of the Dasi to heal. I cannot heal other way. I can call him his lover. That is the way. And if I cannot do, then I can pray that it can happen for her. That she come out from the separation. This is the meaning of chanting. This is the meaning of the relishment of the name. I remember with love that relax the mood of my Swami.
When the gopis felt separation from Krishna, they experienced 10 kinds of bodily transformations. These same symptoms appeared in the body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When the gopis felt separation from Krishna, they experienced 10 kinds.
Radhe Radhe Baba.
जय हो
जय
जय हो राधे राधे।
जय हो गया ना, भिजवा दिया तो आपके सेवा में।
ये प्रसाद में अंत नहीं मिले, वो कहीं खा के दे।
आज अंत प्रसाद में अंत गायब हो भैया। जय राधे, आशीर्वाद किए बनाए रखो।
अरे महाराज खूब भक्ति दे गए। और ये
आप रावल से हो ना?
रावल का पुजारी, रावल पुजारी।
जय
आऊंगो तो आपके दर्शन हो।
होली खेलवे महाराज, होली है हमारी ना।
कौन तारीख?
ये 10 तारीख को बगीचा है और 3 में होली के बाद में 3 को
हिंदी और अंग्रेजी
नहीं, ये का है तीज जो है ना, होली के बाद में तीज आवे उसको फूल डोले। और ये का 10वीं जो है ना अभी आ जाएगी, आज छठे है गई, 7, 8, 9वीं 10वीं को बगीचा राधा रानी बाहर आ जाएगी। और महाराज आओ जी भक्तन लेके इनको उद्धार हो गए। तुम्हें भी जन्म जन्म राधा रानी दर्शन दे।
अब देखो
प्रसाद दे।
जय राधे।
मैं तुम्हारा गुलाल की रंग की सेवा ले गया हूँ, तुम्हारे पास जब करिए।
आपकी सेवा।
जय हो, खूब भक्ति दे राधा रानी।
Radhe Radhe. He is from Raval, Pujari. He is inviting everyone to come after 4 days. That's because the Radha Rani is coming in Raval for playing Holi with Krishna. Jai Ho Maharaj.
So when the gopis felt separation from Krishna,
Gopi means Gopi Bhav. Gopi means Radhika. And Gopi means all the friends of Radhika. That is Gopi Bhav. When they give sannyas, that is the month to develop the Gopi Bhav. Bansi Prabhu, what is the sannyas mantra? Gopi Bhav, na?
Yes. Sannyas for Gopi Bhav.
You see? So how to increase the Gopi Bhav is the sannyas mantra. How to increase the Gopi Bhav is the goal of the jiva. The feeling. Gopi means senses. Go api, gopi. Gopi means the senses. When one is to offer all my senses, want to serve in the mood of service. That is Gopi. Ear is also servicing, eyes is also servicing, nose also want to smell, mouth also wants to take prasadam, tongue also wants to name the name of him. My hands also start working, my feet also start working, all other senses also in the service. That is Gopi. And these senses, when they want to enjoy, this is Kama. And when the senses start serving, is a Gopi Bhav. Yes, what you are telling?
I said body, minds, and words in the service.
Yes. And senses also.
In the body. That means
Body means body and senses are, acha, if you include, no problem. But the senses control to the body, you know this? Body do what? The senses will tell you. Any senses will say something, this body has to do that. And they are the slave of the senses. Right or not? This is not Gopi Bhav. Because I am a dasi, das of the senses. I am the servant of the senses. I am in the control of the senses. And Gopi Bhav means senses cannot disturb me. Gopi Bhav will stay to you. You will say, wait my senses, I will help you when my bhav will come down. I will be out of my feelings, then I will help you. Then I will work with you. So you have a time to calculate and balance yourself. This is Gopi Bhav. To come out from the control and the service of the senses. Understand? So they will not leave you, senses will not leave you. But in Gopi Bhav, they will serve. In the service, they will become service. Now you will ask, my private senses, how he will be in service? One question comes. One time some devotee asked me, I say, how the private senses will service? I say, it's not service. You take the hand of, as a wife to one husband, and husband is also take the hand of the wife. For what? Why you be married? To have the private thing what others cannot do, for that you have a relation. Right? What nobody can approach, that my partner can approach there also. Right? So approach in the service is different thing, and in the enjoyment is different thing. You serve. If you create that mood of the service, that bhav will be not you are under control of these senses. It's a service mode. Service means you not think yourself, you have to think if the service is required. That's the point. When you think yourself, is you want to enjoy something. This is the enjoyment tendency. I want to be a Lord, enjoy. Only Govinda is Adi Purusham and he is the enjoyer. Then Krishna says, okay, you enjoy, bye-bye. You become God. You are the enjoyer. All the gopis, they offer all the senses to Krishna. Huh? What? How? I say you some pastime. One time, gopis are taking bath in the river because they have one cloth. So, and they see that there is very private place. They open the cloth and they enter in the water. You know, this is the nature of the female. All they can be open, all their clothes, when all females are there. But if the husband will come, she will say, go out, I am taking bath. But the ladies can take bath alone in one room. So they are taking bath. Krishna went there and he hidingly sitting and watching. With the cloth, he steal all the clothes. And sitting and watching to all ladies. They are so much happy in the water, swimming, happiness, playing with the water. Very, very happy. When their bath is complete and it's becoming evening time, late to go to home, then they start thinking to go back to home. Then they come watching their clothes, but there is no clothes. And they are in the group. how they are thinking, who would steal my clothes? There was no one and all clothes is gone. Then Krishna, sitting on the tree, he threw the one stone in the water. That way they can understand somebody is sitting on the tree. They watch, oh, Are naughty Krishna is sitting there and he steal all my clothes. My God, what will happen now? Krishna, first they become angry. How you dare to come in the private place to sit here and watching to us? Yes, I come. Why you bother? I come. And I steal your clothes also. You are very crooked person. You have no any shame or anything. He said, you have no shame. Krishna said, you have no shame. You know, water say Hindi Barun. Barun means male. In presence of me, you are playing with the other male and you have to get the same. You are becoming shameless. You are with the water is a Barun. Barun means the male. And this male you are enjoying. You have to shameful. You have to be shameful. How you doing? And how I will like this? One time you say, I love Krishna, but this is the way of loving, that you are playing with the other man in my front. He said, please, we do the mistake. Now you say how to come and how I can go to my home. You say, yes. You come one by one and I will select and I will give you clothes. I will give back your covering. And you can go. Then when they come, trying to come out from the water, they cover like this. They cover like this, both private places. They want to cover with the hand and they want to come out. I said, no, like this. You have to put both your hands up. You want mercy or what you want to? Still you want to hide from me, right? And playing with other men, What to do? Please, it's too late now. Please give me quick to go back and I'm very worried to go. My parents will ask me where you are. So please do something quick. He said, no, go like this. Go like this to your home. If you want the clothes, you have to come like this. That you want, I need your mercy. One girl come out, one gopi, Krishna say, you want to enter in Maharaj. I remove your covering. The covering of my false ego. My hiding false ego, I am hiding false ego. My pride, proud, my body consciousness is holding me to say, now you surrender me without of covering. When the covering is gone, then Sarup is coming. Then you can enter in Maharaj. When there is no privacy in between soul and super soul. Covering is my plastic body. Right or not? Covering is my ego is covering. It's I have to remove this covering before, because after some days you have to come in Maharaj, and with this covering you cannot go. This covering will not you will understand me. So I remove your covering and I give you a spiritual covering to you. This is the Chirhar. And why he said to do this? Stand up. Because you say that I want to no privacy. I want to take your shelter with all in this open conditions. There is no hiding business with you. If I will hide something, there is also covering, because I am hiding my covering. My ego I want to hide. My my pride, my angerness I want to hide. Many things I am hiding. Today I free from all, because I give you everything. Right? So then Krishna gives his covering. Okay, now this covering will never cover you anything. That is Chirharan. Chirharan is most important in our life, because we cover of different varieties in ourselves. Then you see Srimad Bhagavad, then these gopis enter his Maharaj. One by one, he refunded all the gopis' clothes. Radhe. Where is Sukdev?
He is coming, he just had to go to the bathroom.
Radhe. That is the spiritual life. Till we cover, we cannot understand that we are living soul. Discover us. Remove this. He will sit. No, this is okay.
What to remove?
No, your bag and this. Bring here to me. Yeah. So that soul and super. When soul is free from all covering, then you can see the soul. If not, then you see the covering only. And when we not see the soul, and I not see the form of the soul, we are in the material covering. Right? Then Krishna is not coming because of the covering. I cannot see. I am playing with the balloon. I am playing in material life. We don't want to play with Krishna. We don't want to enter in Maharaj. And you see, after this pastime, immediately Maharaj starts. Sukdev Maharaj is coming. Jai, welcome to Sukdev Maharaj ki. Come, give the mic. This is short. Which is the mic? Give this mic to him. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Hari. Yeah. you for coming. Sukhdevji, I want to say you, Maharaj. Actually, I want to introduce you. Yeah. I want to say you, and I think you know him. He is the founder of Yoga Vidya in Germany. And by mercy of Radha Mohan, he wants to bless us and come to give his love. I is a great Mahatma. When I meet him, it was first meeting, not that, first meeting in 2001. I don't know that time, and I went and I see the vibration of a Yoga Vidya. Wow. So beautiful prasadam there. Oh. And I am searching, onion garlic is also there. No onion garlic. Pure prasad. And pure, beautiful mercy. And I went first time. I was new sannyasi. I have no much idea. But he accepted me that time with his love and with his kindness. That love what I received from him, I again want to go to see him. So I say to one of my close devotee, what is his name? Jana Vallabha. That you are living in same place. He said, yes, Sukhdev is here. You can request that I want to see him. I want to be close with him. And he openly said, yes, he can come. And I become again. I feel more when I enter in his classroom. It was Saturday, is relaying to whole world the program, right? Saturday evening. So fortunately I was in between that time. And when I enter in the hall, I see my Radha Mohan is standing in the center. Wow. I become his servant. Honestly. I become his servant only to see the Radha Mohan in the center of the whole of preaching. I say, this is the person to take shelter. If I have to take again shelter, I will take of him. In his center hall, he has many halls, many rooms, that is no problem. And when I ask, how is everything going? He said, after your meeting, we have many centers and big places we are teaching to them. Not maybe how many, but you have a big place like this? Many. No, he also forget. I say you can know. But it's the main center where he lives. Wow. I am watching how the working going on. So planned, so calculative, so practical. If you want to do the management thing, you have to learn from him. If you want to be peaceful, you have to learn from him. And if you want to improve your spiritual life, he is the example. And after so big empire, He invited me for the evening tea or something. Drink tea, but he invited me for snack something. He has a one room for living and one veranda for sitting. And very simple life is lived. All what he do, sorry I'm telling in your presence, but what I feel, I said, this I have to learn more. I am wishing to learn more. And his greatness, his kindness, his lovingness is an example. Shama, I said in morning to receive Shama Priya, she comes to me. I see first time, he's so simple and gentle. I never believed that he's so big personality. I will request you, if you not go and learn from him. And listen from his mouth, his experience and his teachings. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe, Sadhu Maharaj. I'm so happy to be here at this sacred place. I'm so happy to be with you here. You brought me here, you invited me several times, and so finally I decided I have to come here.
Yeah.
And it was such a blessing when you came to us, and it somehow has come out that quite a few are in Bad Meinberg. They became your disciples, and so it's a close connection. And at first meeting, we had a heart-to-heart connection, and when we had our second meeting, this was especially strong.
You see, divine person is always divine. He can feel the vibration of everything. This is his divineness. You are the gift for the journey. I'm telling you. You show the new practical way what is meaning of a spiritual life.
Yes, it's so important now that in this age of materialism and again awakening of hatred between nations and between creeds and between people, that the spiritual peace is getting stronger. And especially it's important that spiritual people live first in peace among themselves, and then together they feel we have a common mission. And there are different traditions who stress different teachings, and there are different traditions which have a more, you could say, one-pointed path, and there are others which have a more broad path, and they all have their meaning. And it's especially important that we have this heart-to-heart connection between different traditions. Most will need one guru who will lead them to illumination. Some will find them in later years. Some will have, you could say, a guru who they change every few years. But if you have one main teacher, like Sadhu Maharaj, where you have the main advantage, he's taking care personally of everybody. So that's a great blessing. And then being able to meet others and being able to have an open heart. I think with Sadhu Maharaj you have the best teacher you can have. You can have personal guidance. I saw him the last few days. Whenever somebody is coming, he's immediately present, immediately there. And that's a great gift. And at the same time, he has no fear to send his disciples, go there, meet this Mahatma, get to this, you can learn this. So he has only the welfare of everybody in mind, and not the will my disciple go astray or something. So this broad-mindedness is there. In the Shastras it said there are 3 great treasures we have on this earth. And the first treasure is Manushyatam. This means human body, human birth. We could also say birth where the human needs are fulfilled. That's the first important part. And then the second is the yearning for liberation, mumukshutva, which is also important, but not many people have. And it's good. One can treasure it and can be sure, I have that blessing. I'm sure not to die when the physical body is dead. And if my material things are taken away, it's not that important. I might be in problems for a while, but I know something else is coming. So this deep yearning is the second important gift. Of course, when you can follow this deep yearning, that's even more important. But the third gift is having Mahapurusha Samshrayaha. This means a great Mahatma taking care of you, who can guide you, and that's the most important gift.
Yes.
Now, of course, these are now important instructions, and the person who wrote these words, or that 3 gifts, said, if you have all 3 of those, and then you don't follow the spiritual path and continue, then you are the most stupid person on earth. So we don't want to be stupid, we want to follow our heart, and we want to help. First of all, we want to evolve ourselves, and that's important that everybody works on their own spiritual development. Then it's important to help other brothers and sisters on the path, and be loving and helpful, not being judgmental, not saying he's doing wrong and he's doing wrong, not following the trap, which often is talking about others. Well, talking about others is normal, but deeper heart-to-heart connection is important. And then it's also important to try to somehow spread the message and spread the spirituality, and everybody has their own way to spread it. And for the spiritual path, I sometimes say you can have 7 important spiritual principles, which summarize a little bit. The first is the conviction there is a higher reality. Whether you call it Brahman, or you call it Krishna, or you call it Radha Krishna, it doesn't really matter. But there is a higher reality, and we can feel it, we can experience it. We can feel it in our heart, and we can do something to experience it. But the second of the principles is Maya. Maya means illusion. And we don't need to go to a discussion of Kevala, Advaita, and Abheda, Chinta,
Abheda, Veda, Tattva.
Abheda, Veda, Chinta, Tattva. In a simple way, Maya means the way we see the world, it's not like that. In the end, everything is just a manifestation of, we could say, Krishna. And not seeing Krishna behind everything, that is the illusion. But if you know we're living in an illusion, we can be humorous and we can be kind to others. Because we know I live in an illusion, the other person lives in an illusion, I don't know the truth, the other doesn't know the truth. We're both trying to find the truth, we're both trying to live up to the truth to the best of our abilities. And this deep conviction, we live in this Maya until we find the truth, find Krishna through Radha's grace, then that is important realization. But and then the third important spiritual principle is, it's called dukkha, this means suffering. And the suffering means as long as we live in the world separate from God, separate from the deepest spiritual truth, we are in suffering. And if we know that, we know whenever we are not with Krishna, not with the divine, suffering is natural. So we can suffer the suffering more easily. And we know on a physical plane that no permanent peace is to be found. The world is a world of dukkha, as Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita on several occasions. But then comes the fourth principle: it's possible to reach moksha. We can reach liberation. We can reach that oneness. It's possible to come there. And we know it from the scriptures. We know it from living saints. We know it because we all had spiritual experiences. Otherwise you wouldn't sit here if you hadn't had spiritual experiences. And so this aspect of moksha also means, and I think in the bhakti movement it's very strong, doesn't mean you have to wait until we reach moksha. It would be too long. As spiritual seekers, we are a little impatient. We want to feel from our heart with our love. We want to feel God now. And we can't do that. So many means. And so the fifth spiritual principle I talk about is the abhyasa. We can do something ourselves. The sixth would be, there's the karma, which comes to give us the proper lessons. And the most important is the seventh, that's the kripa, the grace. The grace comes, and in the end it's just the grace which does everything. Still, we can do something, and that is the abhyasa. And again, on the abhyasa part, I usually say there are four important parts. First is sadhana, the spiritual practices themselves, like doing kirtan and japa and participate in puja, arati, and asana, pranayama, meditation. So that's one thing, the spiritual practice in a special sense. The second is the sattva. So we need to lead a sattvic life. The sattvic diet, which of course is vegetarian, and as Sadhu Maharaj said, there's an additional recommendation, which is a sattvic diet, sattvic music, sattvic clothing, sattvic way of talking to others, relating to others. So this sattva is important, then we can feel the grace. Third part, what we can do is satsang, meaning coming to the saints and to learn from them, coming to sacred places and being with other spiritual aspirants. Human beings need that. And I think we need it especially in the West, where not the average colleague at work is spiritual, where not the average music we hear from other apartments is mantra music. So one needs to do conscious effort to seek the spiritual company. And of course the fourth then is seva, meaning service to God, service to the teacher, service to the others on the path, service to anybody who needs it. And this also means transforming whatever we do as service to the divine. And then we have the faith, whatever comes, is karma sent to us so we evolve. Or we could say is a lesson of Krishna, the blessings of Radha, helping us to grow. And then the last part, we can't do much about it except open our heart and feel the devotion. Then kripa comes, and this grace will help us to really experience the divine.
I want to know about the koshas. Can you explain about that?
The 5 koshas. especially
Koshas, what you say, koshas?
koshas are the sheaths. So, like we are the soul, Atman, and the Atman manifests through the 5 koshas. Like we have clothes, which are also koshas, but we have 5 koshas. First is the Anamaya kosha, that the physical body made of Ana, meaning of food. And then we have the second kosha, which is the Pranamaya kosha, made of prana. There we have the life force, the life energy, the nadis, the chakras, and so on. And then we have the Manomaya kosha, which is simply could say it's the emotional sheath, the mental emotional sheath, where our emotions are, and simple thinking, and also the subconscious. And then we have the Vijnanamaya kosha. Vijnanamaya kosha is sometimes called the intellectual sheath. There you have the buddhi, this means the reasoning, viveka, the discrimination, and there's also the ego. So that's the 4th sheath, and then you have the 5th sheath, which is the Anandamaya kosha.
Yeah.
The sheath made of bliss. It's also the causal body, and here the deep spiritual experiences happen. And so we need to purify these 5 sheaths, and then we can feel the grace of Krishna, and we can also feel our soul, and then we can feel with our soul we're connected.
You see? Same process. So you are Jagat Guru, you are the very special person. You have to, what you are doing is rare. This is the time now. So what you are doing is a very important thing, my dear. They don't know what they are learning, but unknowingly you teach everything. They come very ignorant to you, I see, I know that. Because he is living in Anandamaya Kosha, he wants to bring there. You understand? That is the mercy. So we have to associate the person who lives in Anandamaya Kosha. I always say about that. Who is in Anandamaya Kosha, what he will teach us. But who is in Anandamaya Kosha, his behavior change. He also eat, he also live, he has everything normal, but he live in Ananda. And he brings step by step to the goal where to live. We are all very fortunate. By your vibration, you make us more that we can increase our spiritual life. We are your family. Take care of us always like this and come to us. Every year you have to visit for some days. When you come to Vrindavan, this is also one of the place. Your home.
We come all to Germany to visit.
Yes. And I will say you give mic and introduce individually yourself to him. I want to first, he is also German.
Hare Krishna. My name is Chakshudas. I'm originally from Austria.
Lovely.
I've never visited your place, but maybe this year it will be possible to see you there.
Most welcome.
Thank you. You know Mohiniji, she is my partner, and she took your yoga license. So she's a good teacher.
She is teaching.
I learned in Yoga Vidya from
Yes.
Vedamurti 2 years in Cologne, and I visited your ashram in Westerwald often and in Bad Meinberg, and this was helping me a lot to get the whole, to see the whole concept of spiritual life, and then some fortune brought me to this path of bhakti, but first I entered with Yoga Vidya.
Yeah.
And she's very dedicated, and she has a nice yoga center in Düren. And it's developing very nicely. So thank you very much for your wonderful input.
One thing I want to say, he has a very nice, what you do?
I'm an artist. I'm painting on glass. So I make abstract paintings on glass.
You have to meet with him. I know in ashram, many things we want to make of the acharyas. So he's a very special in glass painting, and he makes with the glass. I don't never see him, but he's a unique.
If you're interested, I can show it.
One by one.
My name is Rasamai Dasi, and I come from Croatia, one very nice country. And I'm most fortunate to be in all this wonderful association, in this wonderful place. I live only to come here and to be here.
Radhe, my name is Gayatri. I'm also yoga teacher. I make different other schools in Austria. Now I think, unfortunately, that I didn't come to Yoga Vidya. So, but also my way brought me to Gurudev, so I think yoga is working definitely. And I would like to come also to your place one time to visit you. And I have also in my village one woman, she make also Yoga Vidya school, and she sing mantra, and we want organize now together mantra singing in our valley. So it's going on, it's working, and it's going on. So thank you very much for your mercy.
It's important that one gets together and
yes, because you cannot work with normal people, but she's already, I feel that she's ready, she come to me now, and we slowly I feel that we organize slowly kirtan. So it's your mercy. Thank you, Radhe.
Hello, Radhe. My name is Kishore, and I come from a country called Estonia, Estland. Yes. I've never visited one of your centers, although we have many yoga places and halls in our country. Also, I have an artist background and but a slightly different performing arts background
also wonderful that yoga brings so many countries together.
Yeah.
This is the yoga is bringing.
Yes.
Yoga means to me.
Yoga means Bhakti yoga. And also the Hatha yoga helps that the tensions go away, and then the soul can speak, and then the previous spiritual samskaras can open up.
Yeah.
I see that in so many happening.
Refusion is a yoga center. There isn't refusion. No more temple.
Yeah.
Well, temples are important, and yoga centers also are
I
important.
didn't say no more. I said, but more focus on yoga center. Because we see all over the world.
What is temple? Where the devotion is going. You can give the ashram and temple. Where is the ashram? temple will be there. Radha Krishna is in the center. What is meaning? The main heart is first Radha and Krishna. Not only Krishna. I see Swami Yogananda place, only Krishna, but his place Radha is a Vrindavan there. That place is a Vrindavan, where only love is flowing. You go in his place, only love is there. Everyone is so loving and caring you cannot imagine. And he is taking everything. Nobody can recognize that he is the founder of that. So much exchange of love.
Sir, excuse me, you have some center also in Italy?
Italy, no center.
Not yet. Maybe you will. In South Italy is very beautiful, the climate, the people are very nice. We open one over there.
No, you have to learn and open. We don't do anything.
I collaborate.
No, you have to learn first to open.
If you teach me, I open. The desire is there.
So, Bansi Prabhu, give the Bansi Prabhu. He is one of the best magicians and he is practicing from long time.
Radhe Radhe. Yeah, I'm very happy to sit right next to you. And since so long time I heard about you and about your activities. And I was very eager to meet you one day, and one outstanding person who recommended that we should meet was Chanawalava, who's recently here. And I want to congratulate, first of all, for this wonderful work you're doing, and human work, worldwide, German-wide, in centers, and Yoga Vidya is like, everybody knows it actually.
Now is the Yoga City going to happen?
Yeah, the Yoga City, and I feel like,
in Europe, Yoga City.
Yeah. I already was invited a few times from different persons. One is Krishna Kami. She invited me, and to my person, myself, is that I'm actually have two projects, like in life. One is kirtan, playing kirtans, Caitanya, and I'm touring worldwide and playing everywhere. And the other is yoga relax in water. Water relax I do, and water yoga, and actually this is what I also wanted to present you if you have a little time in a video or something.
Yeah,
anyway,
you made it.
Yeah, thank you so much for this mercy and for this opportunity. I'm very happy.
Tomorrow is the time for it. You have to
Okay.
make appointment.
Wonderful. Then I can show something which is recorded on really high level and beautiful upset. And so I would love to present that. And thank you very much for being here and being our friend. Immediately I felt like when you came and I see this modesty in you and this humility, this is actually the example for what we should all hanker for and what we should all practice. Like, I was just remembering when I see you and when I hear you and when I hear you talking about Bhagavad Gita, the chapter 12, verse 13 to 20. That is what I feel that you personify. You know, you're very dear to why you're very dear to everybody? Because you are practicing really what you're saying. And when you practice what you say, then the word has power. If you don't practice what you're saying, the word has no power. So your word has a lot of power and is contagious. And I feel like, well, I'm really happy to have met you, and so I want to give you a hearty praise. Radhe Radhe.
Anyone more? Others satisfied with your darshan?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, for me, it's without Yoga, I'm not here.
German you can.
Ohne Yoga wäre ich heute nicht hier. Krishna Chandra macht jedes Jahr ein Yoga-Retreat hintereinander da in der Schweiz im Ashram. Und über das bin ich ins Krishna-Bewusstsein gekommen, aber ich habe jetzt gerade diesen Moment realisiert, vielleicht war deine Organisation der erste Samen, weil ich habe auch vor 13 Jahren das Mentaltraining bei dir, also bei deiner Organisation in Bad Meinberg machen dürfen. Und ich merke so, dass es für viele Menschen über Yoga, dass das die Möglichkeit, das Sprungbrett sein kann. The first step and the second step is Bhakti Yoga and one step is you stay in a ashram and so. Und ja, da denke ich, ja, hoffe ich und habe ich eine große Hoffnung auch in dich und deine Organisation, dass du noch ganz viele da bewegen kannst, über das Yoga hinaus, dann noch wirklich ins Bhakti-Yoga einzutauchen. Das wünsche ich dir von ganzem Herzen, dass du da noch viel Erfolg hast, ja.
Can you say something in English in brief?
He don't know German. He knows only German, no English.
No English?
Somebody can translate.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe